It's your girl Ro in the building, and I'm here to welcome you to my YouTube channel. Alright, so let's get started with the supplies. Here I have 16 ounces of super white Merkins chocolate, 2 tablespoons of Paramount crystals to help with melting, a silicone mat, a silicone spatula, a piping bag, some paper straws, and some apple sticks. Our chocolate chameleon food coloring. So here we have our Granny Smith apples. You want to make sure you wash your apples and dry them. No particular method, just rinse and dry. Make sure you destem them. And then we're going to insert our apple sticks. But remember to check your apples for any cuts or dents before dipping. So here I'm going to use my 6.5 by 5.0 apple stick. This stick will allow the colored straws or any decorated straws to be placed over your apple sticks. So as you place them, make sure you insert, apply pressure, and once you do that, you can get you a small paper towel or wet towel and just dry up any juice that comes up to the rim of that apple. Also, I like to arrange my apples to be in the same sequence, uniform, meaning all my sticks and straws are going to coordinate with one another, and that will help with presentation. And now we're going to melt our chocolate for 30 seconds. After the first 30-second interval, you want to take your silicone spoon or spatula and mix that around. Also, you may have to do a second interval of 30 seconds to help with the process of melting these chocolate candy melts. After the second interval, you want to make sure you mix. Now, after your second interval, make sure you utilize the heat from your glass container or bowl, and this will help with some of the melts that has not completely melted. So this will prevent any burning of your chocolate. So utilize your glass container. This is why I like to use a glass cup, because of the heat. It just helps me with the process of melting. And as you see here, I'm mixing and trying to get some of those extra melts melted down so that I won't have to do another interval. And as you see, nice and smooth. And now we're ready to color. Here we have our chocolate chameleon in the color purple. And I'm just going to add a few drops. But before we do that, make sure you shake and just add a few drops if you want a lighter tone chocolate or lighter tone apples. But if not, my recipe for the color that I have is going to be a half teaspoon. And you're going to see that in the next clip. So now I'm going to use my half teaspoon of coloring and just squeeze right into the measuring spoon, and then just apply it to your chocolate. So to a 16-ounce cup of candy melts, you want to add a half teaspoon of food coloring to achieve these colored apples. Now make sure you mix well until the color has well combined into your chocolate melts. You don't want any streaks in your apple. So if you get any streaks after dipping, it's maybe because you did not completely mix in or combine your color. Now it's time for dipping. Here's my handy dandy bowl, and I'm going to pour in my chocolate. There's no reason why I'm separating from the glass container to the bowl, but this helps with dipping because the bowl is bigger. So when you have larger apples, you want to make sure you have a wider bowl so that you can allow yourself to dip a full covered apple. Now always check your apple, make sure there's no juice at the top, and then you're ready to dip. You go in and do a rotating turn. You want to give it a shake to get that excess chocolate off. And scrape the bottom and then place it right onto your silicone mat. Now, if you don't have a silicone mat, you can use wax paper or parchment paper to place your apples and let them sit to air dry for better results using this technique. Now, if you get any puddle at the bottom of your apple, always remember to pick it up while it's wet and just place it in another area of your mat. And as you see, my apples are already starting to dry, and here is a full covered, smooth purple apple. Now, taking your piping bag and adding some of the remaining chocolate for your drizzle. I always work with a small bag to do a drizzle. This just helps with control of my drizzle lines. Make sure you pull back that tip and cut a small snippet of the bag so your lines won't be so thick. And I love this color. Purple means royalty, and this is one of my favorite colors. So placing your apple over your chocolate bowl or over your mat, and just go back and forth, and there you have some nice drizzle lines. For all supplies that I am using in this video will be listed in my description box below this video. If you look to the right of your video or your phone, or if you're watching from your laptop or your computer, there's a triangle right at the corner, right hand bottom corner. Click that, the box will drop down, and then you'll have a list of supplies for you to shop, and the links will be available. Thank you for watching my video, and if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Be sure to hit that notification bell to always let you know, and it will remind you when my next video will post. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to watch these next videos that you see here listed on my channel. It's your girl Ro about to go, and I'll see you in the next video.